In this Jedi Survivor news update video, I will be sharing with you a bunch of brand new details about the game. We do have a delay relating to the game, plus what the actor behind Cal thinks of the ending, and so much more. But before we do get into all of that, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future news updates about this game. So, we had the game get a brand new trailer at Star Wars Celebration, and before they did show off the trailer, they brought out Stig Asmussen, the game director, as well as Cameron Monaghan, the actor who plays Cal in the game, to talk about it. Just before the end of the segment, Cameron made a plea to not spoil the ending of the game because he said, "The ending is just so cool. It's my favourite thing we've ever got to do so far together." So he's very happy with how the game ends. It sounds like it's the favourite thing he's ever done, either in Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor, so I'm glad to hear that. I'm looking forward to seeing what that is, and I really hope you guys don't get spoiled by the game and can just play it and experience it for yourself, whatever the ending will be. Another thing that came out of this segment was reports of Coruscant being this huge open world in Jedi Survivor, and that has been debunked. So Stig Asmussen, the game director, talked about the open world of Koboh and then moved on to a new sentence and confirmed Coruscant was in the game. Many people took this as confirmation that we are going to be freely able to explore Coruscant like this huge sprawling open world just like Koboh. That's not the case. It was debunked by Andy, the head of communications at EA Star Wars, and I actually did meet Andy just before this segment happened live on the show floor, so that was cool. But I know people will be disappointed by this, but it's probably just a planet we are going to be able to revisit, much like the ones in Fallen Order. It's just not going to be the huge open world that is Koboh. They are different. Koboh is completely different to any of the other planets in Jedi Fallen Order, so Coruscant's probably more like what we got in Fallen Order. It's not a huge open world. I did just want to spread the word on that and clear it up because I did get quite a few people say, look, he confirmed Coruscant's an open world planet. It's not what he said, he just moved on to a different sentence. Next up is a topic about the download size. So in my previous video, I did talk about how the game has increased from 130GB to 155 on PC. And no preload information has been made available just yet. I will make a video as soon as that happens, so stay subscribed for that. But the Xbox Store page now lists the game as being 43.98GB or 44GB exactly, depending where you are in the store. So this is completely different to how big it is on PC. The PC listing still says 155GB. So I'd assume it's not a mistake and the PC version is just that big. And maybe the Xbox Store page is just a mistake, or rather, they've been able to compress the files far more on console, which makes a lot of sense given what the new consoles can do with file management and stuff like that. We can't be for sure if this is going to be the final file size for the game on console, but I just thought I'd mention it anyway because it has been popping up in the last 24 to 48 hours. When I was browsing the store listing for Jedi Survivor on the Xbox Store, I noticed this interesting thing. It's a tag, says handle with care, and it had a picture of The Mandalorian from Season 3. And then when you go to pre-order the game, next to it says The Mandalorian Season 3, stream on Disney+. So some people were thinking maybe it's a DLC for the game, Mando DLC. No, it's just a button that takes you to Disney+. So what they've done is Disney's been like, can we get a Mando Season 3 button on the store page, because there's going to be a lot of Star Wars fans opening this up to pre-order the game, and that's what they've done. It's not DLC, it's just a promotional thing for The Mandalorian Season 3 on Disney+. And I can't not say that today's episode was absolutely incredible. One of the best of the entire show so far, from Season 1 to 3. This is one of the best. I got to see it at Celebration. If you've not seen it yet, you've got to do it before you get spoiled. It's fantastic. The next news story is unfortunately about a delay. It's not to do with the game itself, but rather the Art of Jedi Survivor book, which I know many of you have been asking me about, because back in August last year I made a video saying it's just been announced and it's going to be a behind the scenes look at the development of the game, share tons of cool concept art, as well as commentary from the creators of the game. It did have a release date of May 2nd this year, but there was no cover art, and the book had no news until day 4 of Star Wars Celebration this week. So this is what they announced. The book had been delayed, and it's gone all the way back till December 12th, which is quite a big delay from May. It's a real shame it's gone back so much, especially when the game is out in a couple of weeks' time. I do hope the reason behind this delay is that they've been able to put way more into the actual art book itself in terms of cool art and things like that. And apparently it's going to be a companion piece to the Fallen Order art book. I've got that, so I'm definitely going to be picking this up. And to top it all off, they did share the actual cover art for this book, so that was good. So as you can see, it's Cal inside of what appears to be some sort of potentially Jedi temple, Jedi room. We've got those big statues. Many people have been speculating is it Geonosis, Jedha, or whatnot, but I do think it's probably the latter rather than, say, Dathomir or Geonosis. Moving on to some really interesting details about the music and soundtrack for the game. So, if you didn't know, Stephen Barton and Gordy Hab are back from Jedi Fallen Order, and they are co-composing Jedi Survivor's music. And Stephen said on Twitter that they have 4 hours of new material for Jedi Survivor, and he said, "We are biased, but the game is pretty incredible. Respawn have outdone themselves." He goes on to say that Greez's Cantina on Koboh is one of the coolest Star Wars music things for himself. The team at Respawn went there with it and then some, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see what he means. I know we have a jukebox in this droid and we can change the tracks and things like that, but it seems like that's not just all it will do. He also explained that Jedi Survivor's budget for the music is so much bigger than most films and TV shows. For example, they spent 29 days in the orchestra making Jedi Survivor's music. And he goes on to say that the score he did with Gordy Hab for Survivor is roughly the same as 5 or 6 major films. So that is just showing just how big it is in size. I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything I've talked about in this video, so do let me know down in the comment section below, and remember to drop a like to help support the channel, subscribe so you don't miss any future news updates about this game, click on the playlist if you did miss any of my previous videos, which you probably did, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.